Hey, what's going on guys? It's your boy, NerdModeOn, and I'm going to be doing the next episode of Battlefield News, a video series where I'll be talking about changes and or events within a particular Battlefield title, so without further ado, let's get started. So of course, starting things off, there is a new Zodiac Community Mission that you will have the ability to unlock a new dog tag if you so wish. Now of course, this community mission started May 19th, and of course it will end on May 28th. Now, of course, you guys might be wondering what you have to do in specific to earn the dog tag. Now, of course, all you need to do is destroy 5 vehicles in Battlefield 4, may that be using C4, RPGs, the engineer kit in general, or even other vehicles. Now, of course, once you have destroyed the 5 vehicles you are required to destroy in order to unlock the dog tag, all you need to do at that point is go to the community mission page or the battle log menu page whilst you are in a game. Now, of course, transferring over to some new information, talking a little bit about the new weapons and Gunmaster mode coming this spring, of course, when the patch officially drops, that will have a lot of different changes for all platforms. Now, of course, let's start things off by talking about the 5 new weapons that are going to be in this free DLC, and of course, this will give you an idea of what you can be expecting when it comes down to the category of the weapon as well as their performances. So for the Carbine class, you're going to have the Groza 1. For the PDW, you'll have the Groza 4. For the Assault Rifle, you will be granted the AN-94, which is definitely a fan favorite, especially back in Bad Company 2 as well as Battlefield 3. And for the LMG class, you'll have the L86A2. And finally, we do have a new unique sidearm coming to Battlefield 4 known as the Mirror's Leg. It does have the capability of one-shotting players in the face from a fairly decent amount of range, as well as it is a lever action weapon. Now, of course, alongside that information, DICE is also reworking the headshot system. In the past, it's taken somewhere between 2 to 3 rounds to kill a player, and I feel like that's just a little crazy, and DICE also had the same opinion when it came down to it. DICE has went through and adjusted pretty much every single weapon in the game to basically have a 2-bullet headshot count, which is great especially for the assault rifles and really any other weapon that isn't already a sniper rifle, so this should actually increase the skill gap and make it a little bit more competitive. Now, alongside that information, the weapons have been revamped in their damage department, as well as the fall-off damage, and even the suppression model has even been adjusted as well, so this should be good news, especially when it comes down to engagements to medium to long range, as well as the penalties in close encounter combat should be alleviated almost tenfold, and this should allow for a more competitive environment as well as a more realistic environment. Now, of course, talking a little bit about the return of Gunmaster, it looks like they're going to have quite a bit of variety there, especially for admins to adjust the weapon rotation, and it even looks like DICE also went in and made some custom ones themselves. So of course, you'll have the standard one, the classic pistol mode DLC, which also includes the phantom bow, which is definitely very impressive if you are somebody that hasn't quite unlocked it yet. And finally, even a troll one, it looks like you'll have the ability to mix and match stuff. If you did play Battlefield 3 Gunmaster, this shouldn't be anything too new, but in Battlefield 4, it does look like you will have the ability to have more custom environments for admins, as well as just the overall rotations that you'll commonly find in servers. And finally, transferring over to the community test environment prototypes, this is actually going to be patch number 48 of the community map theme blockout version 2. So of course, we're going to be talking about some night maps and some general information about this community test environment prototype. So of course, starting things off on the night map updates. Rebaked lighting for Zavad and Railway, reworked and imported mini-maps with less blue, fixed flare bug on tall industrial lights, limited gameplay to close quarters and team deathmatch only, added state to lens flare mesh _02 for destruction, community map project theme blockout version 2, added VO logic and audio layout for CMP, updated set dressing and added destruction for Ghost Town building, updated set dressing for temple area, updated medical facility POI, updated the minimap, terrain materials now added and a shaping pass across the map. River is now wide enough for the rib on the temple side. Vegetation adjustment, adjusting scatter mesh, also known as tiny random objects like stones, etc., and deleting duplicated water. High frequency server updates. Fix the sudden player death bug. This bug seemed to be triggered when walking up small curbs or over other objects. And finally, miscellaneous updates. Suppression polish pass on the effect is now much less intrusive, but still very readable. But anyway guys, that's really all the information I have for you. Of course, if you guys would like to read the articles for yourself, feel free to check the description of the video, considering that I will have them linked down there for your viewing pleasure. But until the next episode guys, this has been NMO, and I'm going to be signing out guys. Peace.